welcome. This Passover we're celebrating from poverty to riches. Passover from poverty to riches. Ironically, that's what happened to us when we were in bondage in Egypt. We were in poverty in Egypt. We were bondmen in Egypt. We lived not all over Egypt, but we lived in Goshen. Today they call that ghetto. And our people were in the same condition in Goshen as we are today in the ghetto. We had hard taskmasters in Egypt while we were in bondage, and we have hard taskmasters today. Conditions are the same, only they're worse today. Before there could be a Passover in Egypt, one had to be raised up to deliver us from Pharaoh. And since Yahweh only works through one man, he never sends two or more. One has always been enough in any one period. That's what makes Yahweh supreme, is that Yahweh sends one man to conquer all opposition. And through Moses, he was able to conquer Pharaoh, simultaneously deliver us from Pharaoh. And Yahweh is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same Yahweh that delivered us from Pharaoh is here with us today to deliver us from the American Pharaoh. I mentioned that we are worse off today than we were in Egypt. Although one thing we had in common, and that is we did not know who it was that sent Moses when we were in Egypt. And Moses understood that up front and asked, "Who shall I say is sending me to these people, your people Israel?" And he said, "Yahweh, I am that great I am, and Yahweh is my name." Moses knew he could not go to the people without declaring his sender. And sure enough, they did ask Moses, "Who is it?" And he said, "I come to you from the God of your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." Now right away, they were ahead of us, right there. See, they didn't have to worry about Jesus. And they weren't hung up on Islam. And Hinduism was not a question. And Buddhism was not a thought. But in America, we hung up on everything. Every kind of God there is, my people are in it. All of you are not in all of it, but some of us are in all of it. Whatever is brought before our people, we're in it. And we've been in everything but Yahweh. So our people, we were ahead in the day of Moses, because all he had to do was identify Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we were at home in Egypt with that declaration. They recognized Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We recognize in Egypt Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as our fathers. In America, we'll tell you quick, we don't know who our father is. I've never seen the man. I'm glad all of you have fathers, but see, there are a lot of us in America just don't know who the daddy is. So you start talking about forefathers, he's lost. Because we learned in America, have babies, but don't feed them. The mother is left to feed them. So in America, our problem is much more complex than it was in the days of Moses. We read when Moses said that I come from the God of your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his name is Yahweh, Israel didn't raise any Cain about it. You don't read where we had any problem with that. We just wanted to know who. Now in America, you have a problem. Period. Not only with the name Yahweh, you just have a problem. And all your leaders speak to the problem, but they never come with a solution. I'm happy for all of you that are here at Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, because this is your history. This is your culture. And until you come into the knowledge of who you are and solve your cultural and identity crisis, you're going to continue to have problems of divisiveness, division, and live in Goshen or the ghetto. Even when you move out of the ghetto, you are still identified with it. They call you a Goshite. You know the word they call you today, even if you have plenty of money. They say you are nigger rich. You never get to be rich. You always have an attachment to that, a preface. And you never seem to lose it. No matter how much money you make. You can be the best basketball player on earth, jump higher than anybody, stuff the ball, make $10 million a year, and they'll tell you about how you have a special pump it up in your heel that you're born with. That you somehow born to jump. There's nothing wrong with being born to jump, but you understand there's always a negative coloring to it. As if you shouldn't be able to do that. But because you are, it gets a negative connotation. I come from Yahweh, the God of your forefathers. And I'm going to win my battle, just as Elijah won his. My battle is more complex than Elijah's. He only had to face 400 false prophets. I faced 400,000 of them here in this country. They call them preachers. And I came to Miami 10 years ago declaring this name, Yahweh. And I said, then I will conquer the whole planet Earth from right here. And I shall. And I'm a long way toward my goal. Because now I have people all over the earth saying, Yahweh. Something's going on. And I'm telling you, Yahweh is the one that's making something new happen on the planet. This name, Yahweh, belongs to all so-called black people of America first. I come to you first. And my people from the islands and from Africa and everywhere else, are a little bit jealous sometimes when I tell them I come to the so-called black man of America. They want to know, well, what about us? I'm coming to everybody. I'm coming to all the nations. But the so-called black man of America is my lost sheep. I have 99 other nations that's just waiting on me. Already ready. Already in my fold. Ready. But the one that is lost, I love so much that I have left the 99 alone to come and get you, the so-called black man of America who is most lost. Praise Yahweh. And the whole world is going to rejoice when I redeem the so-called black man of America and reform him. And you know, as well as the world knows, the one who is in most need of reformation is the so-called black man of America. Of all the suffering on the earth, and there's much due to wicked rulership, we, the so-called black man of America, suffer most because the world's greatest robbery has been perpetrated upon us. And that robbery is taking from us the knowledge of our God and giving us non-existent gods that have no power whatsoever. Yahweh is the only one with power. Yahweh is the only sovereign one. Yahweh is the creator of the heavens and the earth. Yahweh. That's his name. Praise Yahweh. And no God can do anything about what I say. Because Yahweh is the God of gods and King of all kings. So I speak boldly, emphatically, without fear, and express myself without favor. And I became all by myself. And I'm making a worldwide impact. I'm making a national impact. People who can see the difference between talk and work. I'm a working God. Praise Yahweh. There are leaders who all the leaders that I know of have only sought to make you equal. And perhaps you have fallen for that game of equality, freedom, justice, and equality. That's the most damnable thing on earth you could ever hope to get, is equality. You have to be blind, deaf, dumb, ignorant, and dead to want equality. You have to be insane and out of your mind, totally unconscious, to want equality. There's no way in hell that I'd want to be equal to the wicked people of America who are immoral. I come from the supreme. Therefore, I am superior. And I will settle for nothing less than being the best, superior to all that there is. That's my destiny. And I'm only looking for men and women who want to be superior. Praise God. That's what Passover is all about. Passing from poverty over to riches. You see, when we were in Egypt, we were in poverty, but we left. And the day we left with riches. And I declare to you, the day you leave America, you will become rich. You have to leave America to be rich. You can't be rich and remain in America. Now, see, I know some of you excited already. You wonder, Lord, have mercy, you talking about I got to buy a ticket somewhere? I just barely got here. I just barely made it here. You talking about a ticket leaving America? God, have mercy, Yahweh. This is expensive trying to be free. That shows you how we've been destroyed as a people. To think that leaving a place is a physical thing. America is a mindset. And when you, of superior intelligence, investigate and scrutinize the mindset of America, you realize that it is an inferior mindset. The masses of America are an inferior people regardless of their color. Let that sink in. The masses of America are poor people. In fact, if you're making $30,000 a year, you're in poverty. It's a lot more than $100 a week you used to make, but you're still in poverty. If you're making $30,000 a year, you barely got here. And you got to hurry up and get back. They ain't stayed too long. If you stay too long, poverty will take over your condition. So you need the power to pass over from poverty to riches. No, America is a poverty-stricken country. Only the few are rich. And you don't learn their secrets in school. No. You don't learn how to be rich in school. If you did, we'd all be rich. You don't learn how to be rich in church. You don't learn how to be rich in your social organization. You don't learn how to be rich from your politician. He might get rich robbing you, but you don't know how to get rich from him. No area of life in America do you learn how to be rich. In fact, they show you how no good public education is by publishing books like Think and Grow Rich after you graduate, if you get lucky enough to hear about it. And when you get the book, you don't know how to think. So you never grow rich. You read the book, but you never got rich. How many read that book? Most Black Upward Mobility. You read it. Now, are you rich? See, you read it. Reading about riches won't make you rich. The fellow that wrote the book is rich because he could think. He exercised the ability to think. So he made it. Oh, glory. And they have all kinds of books that will help you later. See you at the top. And you have a bottom mentality. Everything in your life is a burden and a struggle. And they talk about see you at the top. You need the power to pass over. And if you've been celebrating this all your life, you'd already have passed from poverty to riches. That's what I'm here for. Is to teach you how. Now, I'm not going to give it to you. No. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to teach you how. I'm not going to give any one of you a fish. Teach you how to go and make you a fishing pole, make you a line, make you a hook, teach you what kind of bait the fish like, teach you how to bait the hook, take you to some water, show you where water is, where fish live, and say, now fish. Too many of my people believe in the lottery. They want to strike it rich without working. That's why you all play $1 a day. Can you imagine how dumb that is? 60 million black folks play $1 a day. I know you got the picture right quick, didn't you? See, you already have a hit. That's $60 million a day. 10 days, 600 million. That's in white folks' hands. You the lottery. They hit on you every day to the tune of $60 million. You know why we don't enjoy that $60 million? Because we don't know Yahweh. You know what happens when you don't know Yahweh? You're divided against yourself. Not just each other, your own self. You don't even like you. That's right. Without Yahweh, you hate your individual self. You look in the mirror and get upset. So I got to go somewhere and get beautiful. Right, every time you look in the mirror, you declare yourself to be ugly. That's why I can always find you in the parlor. Just go to town and wait, find the parlors, and just wait. You'll be marching in one of them. They call them beauty parlors, you know. I'm not on your case. I just want you to understand we're in a trick. And I've come with a solution of how to move from poverty to riches. And you never knew Passover was how to pass from poverty over to riches. Now how many are ready to do that? I always get hands on that. Ready requires work. Work requires sacrifice. Sacrifice requires planning. And executing the plan. Are you really ready? That's what ready means. Ready includes the word read. R-E-A-D. You're not ready unless you read the plan that Yahweh has for you. And without the plan, you're in a hopeless condition. And there's no need to feel the burdens of Goshen. I mean the ghetto. I mean being black. I mean what? There's no need for you to suffer, feel pain, or hunger, or wish you had this or that. It's all yours. Everything you want in life is yours, just for the asking, from the right one. Obviously, you've been asking from the wrong one. I come with the right one. All you have to do is compare my followers with the rest of my people, and you'll see a contrast of poverty and riches. I have established riches in America. And my people who do not know Yahweh have established or inherited or accept poverty. Market contrast. I'll remind you again before we get into this story tonight, Feast of Passover and unleavened bread, that we're in a worse condition in America than we were in Egypt. Because we lost the knowledge of our God, we lost the knowledge of our history, our culture, our language, our name, our land, our destiny in life. And here we are wanting to be equal to wicked people, begging and crying to be accepted by the basis of men. Men who rule America, if they can get hold of your daughters, will have them on a movie screen without clothes on, doing every imaginably wicked thing that you could ever hope to see. What? I said, if the wicked of America can get hold of your daughter, that's what he will turn them into. He'll turn them into prostitutes. He glamorizes being a model. And you turn out to be a model for filth instead of a model of excellence. Well, every man in here has an idea of what a woman who becomes the top model in the world has gone through. She's gone through so many she can't remember them all. That's what's in your head. How many understand that's just about the way it is? A woman that becomes the biggest star in Hollywood had many homes to sleep in. And they use terms like slept their way all the way to the top. You heard that? Is that America? And you want to be equal to that? The President of America, the government of America, the biggest drug dealers on earth. You want to be equal to that? They're afraid to let Noriega's testimony come out. Everything is classified. They let Colonel North go down as the world's greatest openly confessed liar. And your President Reagan has the worst memory of anybody on the planet. And they have judges down here that just made the headline news just in the last month, being the most crooked thing ever existed. He's still sitting on the bench, no question about him being removed from the bench. What? And you want to be equal to that. That's the point. You want to be equal to slave masters? You want to be equal to slumlords? You want the equal right to commit police brutality on people without a cause, just on the basis of their skin color? Is that what you want? You want the right to rob people in the name of the law? And they call it lawyer? And they call it fine print? Whereas, hereto, therefrom, of, in and about, up, under, beneath, and over, in here somewhere, is many loopholes. And you need 20 lawyers to find the loophole. You try to close the door to the trap that's been set on you. That's what you want equality to do? There's 8 million homeless people in America. And the rulers of America act like they don't exist. Is that what you want to be equal to? Have the right to put the rest of the people out of home? I'm letting you know I want nothing to do with equality. See, that we're talking about a mindset. Praise Yahweh. You have to come out of America, my people, that you be not partakers of her plague. You must separate yourself from America. Leave America right now. How many understand what I'm saying now? Mindset.